Hello, let's do Wordle for Tuesday, April 7th. Let's play. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with pesto. Very tasty. Ooh, and we got a green from pesto. That's good. So E second, there's an S somewhere. Do we want to start with S? I mean, I'm tempted to do sense, which might not be very sensible. But we know that there's an E and we know there's an S, so it could find them. I'm not too keen on doubling both, but doubling one of them would be fine, but not both. So why don't we double none of them as a compromise? It could still be SE. Something like serve tests for the double E. Fine, I'll do it. Look at that, double E. We even found where it is. So actually, when we place the S as well. So, is there? Yeah, there's like. Oh no, SE. This is really hard for me to like think of ENSE words because there's so many ENCE words. Turns out sense would have been a pretty good guess actually. I don't think there is one though. Is there like an ELSE? ELSE, I mean, or it could even be EASE. I keep wanting to put T in the front. T's, tense, cease. Okay, well, it's not EA. So what goes there? E. I don't think there's another vowel, is there? It doesn't look very good. Certainly doesn't look good. So in terms of consonants, it feels like LSE or NSE. Dense. There it is. Wow, imagine if I had gone with my gut and guessed sense. Or at least modified sense to dense. Oh well, got there in 4. Could have had a 3 for sure. Let's spin the members wheel and see what tomorrow's starting word will be. It will be snowy, suggested by Sonalita. So if you're following along, tomorrow we'll be starting with snowy. All right, let's do some analysis. Okie dokie. So the answer was dense, and we're in hard mode. And our starting guess was pesto. I had some people confused about what I was talking about yesterday. So I'm going to type P, now E, now S, now T. And now when I type the O, because pesto's on the answer list, it'll automatically submit. So this is O. Now you don't actually see the O appear because it submits it as soon as I type it. That's why you don't see the last letter. But yeah, that's what's going on. Okay. So pesto. Right. It's just Seder. Interesting. Yeah. So it likes repeating that E, which is what I did. Serve is on the list. It's tied for third. All right. So that was actually a good guess. And we're down to cease, dense, geese, and lease. It says guess cease or lease. So I did the correct thing. I did cease. Now we're down to guess, dense, and geese. Wow. I did not think about the triple E. Could have been geese. So I could have gone dense, geese. All right. So I got it in 4, but I won a 50-50 technically. I don't know if I would have thought to do geese. It's just Seder as the best follow-up. And after that, you just get dense. All right. Do you have pesto at your Seder? All right. For tails, it's suggested start. We're going to follow up with prose. And then we're just going to get dense in 3, or we're going to go sense and then dense and get it in 4. All right. With steel, the S and the E are in different spots. Resin is the best follow-up. And then we're going to get dense in 3, or we're going to go something like newsy dense or something else dense, but guaranteed 3 or 4. All right. Adieu is the most common starting word with the D, but yeah, adieu and audio people are happy because you get the D. They love getting the D. So D and E, we're going to go drone. That makes sense to me. And after drone is only dense. Nice. Audio. We just have the D. We're down to 35. We're going to do double E with breed, and that's going to pay off because there are 2 E's. And then we're going to either go straight to dense or we're going to go delve dense. All right, stare. We have the S and the E. We're going to move the S to next to the E with close. Get some common letters. And then after that, we get dense right away, or we'd go something like geese and then dense. There's that geese again. All right, Trace tries to get in too. Probably doesn't today. Nope, never does. And unfortunately, we can't go for dense because these are better. So ensue and then dense gets us a 4. We make an interesting picture here. And then finally, clasp is what the official bot starts with. With just that S, we're going to guess roust. It's a fun word. You can see why that would be good to guess. And then we're going to test double S with swish. There's not double S. Wow, and from here, you have to guess dense or geese. That's a toughie. So yeah, either 4 or 5. Okay, let's check the bot. We're going to grab a screenshot first. All right. That's... dense. All right. Results. Did I beat the bot? 97 skill. I like my guesses quite a bit. Pesto starters. Following with leash, lease, serum, serve. A lot of people chose serve. Interesting. Sewer, sedan, sense. Sense works out very well. CD, sees, satyr. No one got it in 2. And then Cease it gave a 99 for, and then dense it gave a 99 for. Nice. And it does clasp, rouse, swish, dense. Exact same solve. All right. We don't get to see how many got it in 1. 2.6, 28.4, 67.3, 89.8, and then a 98.1 solve right. People are losing on the ends trap. Sense, tense, lents, pence, ments. Sense with a C, deci. All right. Let's refresh and analyze the screenshot so we can do normal mode. All right, here it is. Normal. Give me a 96 skill, so a little worse. People are following up with serve. Serve is actually the most common follow-up in normal mode. Leash, sense, lease. If I thought of lease, I probably would have done that. Serum, sedan, see me, CD, sewer, sneer. Right, it's just sneer, actually. Which tests double E. Oh, sneer is interesting because, it's a filler because we're supposed to use an E second, but it finds where the E goes. Are there 2 of them? And if so, where do they go? Because I think that's guaranteed to tell you. Not guaranteed, but yours probably at the end. If it's both, or if there would be yellow. Anyway, it goes slate, group, dense. There's that filler again. All right, 0.4 got in 1. 2.4, 25.8, 63.7, 87.7, 97.2. People losing on the ends trap. Sense, tense, pence, mens, lens, sense. The C. All right, well, how'd you do? And that is it for this video. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.